Welcome back to Let's Play with Honey in Minecraft. I'm up on my roof because I want to let you know what I'm going to do today, as well as fill you in on a reminder of where I've actually been. So here's my lovely village, and I've explored over here, obviously with the testing of the potions. I was up and down all over here, and then on the animal breeding episode I went forward and over a bit, and I did find a 1.9 generated swamp. So that is something I'm going to come back to later. Over here is a 1.8 generated swamp, and you can see the ocean peeking through the all those trees with the vines. This is where I originally thought I would get the vines for my house until I came across the nifty 1.9 swamp. So I haven't really been over there at all because it looks like my river goes to ocean, and I just haven't. Then over this direction, I've actually never crossed the river, so I haven't gone there at all. And over here, kind of yonder past that mountain, is my resource hut back from Glass Quest, where I was decimating that desert to go and find all the sand my heart desired to make a bunch of glass. And of course I used a lot of that glass with my Blaze Experience grinder. One other thing to update you with, aren't I shiny? Projectile protection, regular protection. That was pretty good, 1 point for efficiency and unbreaking. And that's pretty much what I did, spend 1 or 2 points on everything, smite, sharpness, unbreaking. I've also got bits for a bed, and of course some boats, and the last of those speed potions. I decided to spend the last of my 12 levels of experience on enchanting because we know that the death penalty is pretty severe, and if I die, I actually thought I'd have a better chance of getting my bits back than I did recovering my levels. Besides, I might as well wear the protection and things as I travel and have it maybe help me to survive as I go. So this is the first way I'm going to go ahead and go, and what I'm looking for is 1.9 generation, specifically tundra. I'd love to be able to scoop up some ice with my silk touch. That's kind of the last thing I need to do, and I thought, you know, why not take a little bit of time and just look for it. I have to travel for it because remember, I was generated the first day of 1.8 pre-release, and I do not have the option of having tundra in my world because, at least in this generation, because they took out the snow biomes at 1.8 in order to further tweak the generation, the terrain generator code. So that's not in 1.8 anywhere. So I'd really like to find a snow biome. I wouldn't mind coming across a mushroom too, just to laugh at it. And anyway, I thought I would just do a lot of this off camera because it's going to be a lot of traveling, I assume. And oh, this could be the first one. And I'm going to come across, yeah, this. I'm going to come across generation errors right here. Hello, squid. You see how it looks like a hot knife went through my land like it was butter? This is 1.8. Everything out in this vast ocean is actually a 1.9 generation. And that is an error that happens with the different generation codes, and it's actually really common. That's just, it's pretty much just, that is what happens when you have another generation of the game added on. That's kind of the downside of getting the pre-releases and of course having the beta and the alpha codes, because every single time a new update happens, your lands become like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just boat around, like I say, do it off camera, and if I come across something really interesting, I'll come back and show you. Oh, cool, look! We've got a village! Oh, let's hop out and check it out. Oh, that's awesome, and it's a 1.9 village. that means we'll have villagers. Woohoo, my first villagers. Let's just hop out here. I should be able to catch that boat. Oh, I'm basically straight across from that 1.8 swamp, and then there's a patch of water that I was exploring. I could see a bit of land popping up, and that was this desert. Here we go. Oh, that is a cool structure. I've not seen that at all at my village. Hello. Hello, villager. I come in peace. Oh, well. There. I come in peace. I have bread. See? I'm not threatening you with the sword. Hello. Don't they have gonzo noses? They really do. From the Muppets? Alright, let's take a look at some of the village houses. Oh, I am such a sucker for these pre-made villages. Hello. Oh, aren't you cute in your little bib? Oh, maybe it's an apron, not a bib. Alright, back away from the door. I want to go out. Oh, I'm going to save the stone structure for last. It's got a good height to it. We can kind of use it as a lookout point. Hello. You are an official with your white robe. Or are you just the town doctor? Oh, it is such a shame that they're not intelligent. That they're just like silent pigmen or really no different than cows or pigs or something pushing you around in your area. The rest of these are pretty standard buildings, so let's go in here. This is a cool new one. Oh, aren't you cute in your little mauve robe? Oh man, I love these things. You know, even though they're not intelligent yet, I know there's some possibility in the future that they will be able to do more than what they do now. It's still kind of neat to let them be in the village and explore and roam around. You know, my village is such an abandoned, empty village other than me, so it's kind of nice to see them around at all. Yeah, this is gonna end up just being a nice medium-size island, but it's pretty cool. That was worth a pit stop, wasn't it? My first village people. Okay, now I'm gonna have YMCA in my head, but anyway, let's go catch that boat, and I'm gonna keep. Look at your stupid thing in the well. You're stuck now. I'm gonna catch my boat and just keep looking. There it is. Oh. Oh, that's great. Okay, guys. Where I'm at right now is following the 1.9 swamp over where we saw the animal breedings, and I originally got my vines pretty much straight that way. I've followed around bits of land and really just found a series of little archipelagos. Nothing too exciting. So I've reset and jaunted out this way to see what came over here, and look what I found. That's my E.T. We haven't seen E.T. since the first episode. Isn't he cute? Oh, that just made me grin. There's E.T. So this is very interesting. That means that my spawn point is actually not far from here. And then there's this 1.9 just slipped right here in the middle. And of course over there, you can see there's flat chunk generation, generation errors right there again, where the new 1.9 generation happened butted up against the old 1.8. Elliot. Oh, that is so neat to see E.T. I'm so glad he was a structure in my world. That is really neat to be able to see that and recognize it. So here is this weird area. I'm gonna just keep looking around. Again, I've got pumpkins, so I'm not too worried about coming to get those. Although I did have an interesting thing happen. You see lots and lots of the chunk like this, the generation errors, and then sometimes you see down below, you know, the cutouts like that. Oh, but you don't see cobble. That's a dungeon. Okay, okay. Get out, get my sword. Don't drown. Oh good, boat, you can park right there. Hello! Oh, you're a skelly dungeon! Ooh, lag. Hello! That is so cool. Let's shut you down. Oh wow. A dungeon! Just exposed! What do we get? Saddles? Gunpowder? Oh, that's fantastic! I'm not really that far from the house, so I think I'm gonna scoop all this up and get the mossy while I'm here. Run it back to the house and then come back for the travel. What I was gonna say is, you see all these interesting cutouts, and right out here you saw this. And that's what I was starting to point out, is I actually had a, I don't need to get in the boat yet, I actually had a skeleton. I heard sort of this weird muted shooting sound, and as I was boating by, there was a skeleton actually trying to shoot me from underwater. I just barely got a glimpse of it as I went into the wild blue sunset. So, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and just keep boating. Oh, see you guys in a bit. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Well, as you can see, I'm back. It's kind of good to be back. So much has happened since I started filming this episode. I really felt like I needed to just take a little bit of time and go over everything with you guys. So I think I better just start at the top. First of all, I never did find that snow biome, the tundra. After hours of looking for it and boating and boating and boating forever, I did not see it. I did see a whole lot of generation error and some just generally pretty landscape, but no tundra. Just doing the creeper check, bear with me. Next, pre-release 6 came out, and just like pre-release 5, I chose not to get it for the same reasons, stability issues and bugs. There was a really great bug actually in this pre-release. It cracked me up so bad. Apparently, you could not open your door like I just did to come out here, any door, with the pre-release 6 unless you had a pressure plate or a redstone switch. Oh, that just cracks me up. Could you imagine loading this up and then not being able to get out of your house, tear your door down? Oh, anyway, they quickly took care of fixing that, but a little bit differently than I guess I expected. Just now, they have released the release candidate 1 and 2. And the release candidate is a little bit different than what we've been seeing with pre-releases. A release candidate says, okay, this is pretty much everything you're going to get. It's here, you know, it's all available. And in fact, Notch has tweeted, if you want to review the game, use release candidate 2, because that pretty much is the game. Oh, I forgot my hoe. So that was very interesting. And of course there are some changes that were put in with this. And by the way, the reason there's 1 and 2, something about a multiplayer issue. I don't know, it's kind of fresh off the presses, but it's all sort of squared away now, I think. But they had made some other changes, such as the lava pool, the infinite lava spring that I told you guys about. If you do it in the shape of a plus, You could have the lava, the infinite lava, like infinite water. They've removed that. That is gone. Kind of suspected they would, but there were some conflicting tweets on it. In the end, they decided to take it out, so that's gone. They've also put in a whole bunch of new sounds, so that'll be interesting to check out. Really can't say much about new sounds besides, with sound I think you really have to get it right, because people are used to a certain thing, and sometimes sound changes can be jarring. So that'll be interesting to get to see when I do get to check it out or hear somebody else's sound files. And of course, the reason that I came home, they have officially removed the ice from Silk Touch. That means you cannot scoop up those ice blocks with Silk Touch anymore. And since that was kind of my whole point of looking for the tundra, then that is just kind of pointless. So I went ahead and came on home. Now, it's not the end of the world. I do hope that they reconsider that and put that feature back in. I think it's really interesting to be able to work with another block like that. And I personally had dreams of an igloo or maybe an enchanted castle or something, but it's not there, and that's okay. There are changes to be had with switching out from beta and alpha, etc. So that's okay. There's also the end. And we kind of already knew about the Ender realm and the Ender pearls and all that stuff, so that's nothing new and shocking. But what is kind of unusual is the end. Apparently, kill the dragon and there is an ending to Minecraft, and I don't know, that's kind of an oxymoron to me. I mean, to have an ending in an open-ended sandbox game just seems wrong. Of course, that's just my humble opinion, and I haven't actually seen it, but I just know that that's supposed to be one of the things with the release candidates. So kind of mixed feelings on that one. It doesn't seem right. So anyway, as I traveled, you already saw earlier the generation errors. There were a lot of them. I was really hoping that by waiting on exploring, other than getting my glass, until the 1.9 stuff was out, that there would be some tweaks to the terrain generator and we wouldn't see those great big generation errors with the big flat lands. However, obviously they're still there. I did back up my world before I traveled, and I may just revert to that save, and yeah, that means I don't have any of the nifty stuff from the dungeon that I just scooped up, but that's okay. I'm thinking about reloading just so if they do make a change, maybe with the official 1.0 coming out or something they visit very quickly, there might be a chance of not having, messed up terrain. I suspect the answer is going to be, well, re-roll your world and then you won't have those errors. So, and of course that's something everyone's talking about right now. Minecon is right around the corner. In fact, when I'm planning on uploading this video, Minecon will be happening. So everybody's, having to think about that. What are you going to do? Are you going to roll a new world? Are you going to just travel, etc.? So I don't know. I think I have to ask you all that question. And that's the next thing I really want to talk about. What am I going to do? Do you want me to re-roll a new world? Are you interested in just staying put right here? Do you want me to travel and have a different area just by boat, just the way we have been? Generation errors and everything. What is it you'd like to see? I know in the end it's up to me, but I would like your input. And to facilitate that, I'm actually going to put up a poll when I upload this video, and I'd like it if you could answer that, and please leave me comments, send me a message on YouTube. You can go to my blog too. There's a link on my page, or it's just www.honey.org. And I have an email link there, or you can leave me a comment. I'd just like to communicate with me however you choose to, what you think I should do. Do you like the way I've been doing the Let's Play with kind of a persistent, ongoing world, event to event? Would you like a transition, more of a tour? This is what I have done. Come see. What is it you'd like? Do you want me to you want to see more multiplayer things? I haven't done any of that. Do you want to see adventure maps? There's some really neat things like that. So, just whatever it is, I'd like your thoughts and input on it. So please go ahead and feel free to share. There is something that's going to be a consequence of this, though. I want to give time for us to to talk about this and to make these decisions, and because of that, I'm going to probably not have any Minecraft episodes up next week while we have a bit of time to sort out what we're going to do. Because I also have to have time to film it and get it up, whatever that is. So that's going to be kind of strange. Unless I go ahead and do an adventure map for next week, there won't be any Minecraft, and that's definitely odd. But I'm going to try to lessen the pain, and I still want to give you guys some extra upload love. So starting next week, I was going to be uploading on Wednesday and Saturday my new honeydew list, which is Batman Arkham Asylum. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and upload some extra videos of that. And I know it's not the same as Minecraft, but it is something, while we talk about it and make a decision on what direction you would like this particular show to go. So please let me know. I also want to apologize to everybody. I know the sound has been a little bad. I'm sorry if it's annoying. I do have a different headset, and I'm kind of working out the kinks with it and tweaking it. So please bear with me, and I apologize for any annoyance that the sound has caused. I know it annoys me, so there's that. And I actually had one more question that I might as well just go ahead and address right now. And that is, the question's been raised, would I be interested in going to somebody's multiplayer world or even single player world and seeing their creations? And the answer, of course, is sure. Again, contact me and we can work that out. If you have a multiplayer server or the ability to host me onto your single player server, that would be fine. My one request, and it's not a requirement, it is a request, is that maybe I have the flight commands, because that would be really nice for touring and filming. It would just make it a lot easier. So there you go. That was the last thing I think I wanted to address. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I hope you guys had fun. I know it was a weird episode and a little bit longer episode, but sometimes you have to just poke around and make some decisions. Until next time, guys. Bye.